It says it's still waiting for me. Okay. I think we are live, and I'm boy, here it is Sunday. Welcome to the Granny Show. This is Robin talking here with the mask. And our very special guest, I'm going to introduce her in a minute, is going to be Sarah Pearson of Fascination Street with Jimmy and Sarah and Mika. But then I would like to introduce my co-host first because, you know, she helps run the show. So I'm going to bring on my co-host. Here's Maggie.
Hey everyone, this is the morning after the night before. Yes, don't I look just hunky-dory?
Yeah, after the cat dragged you backward through the cat door.
Yeah. Oh God, it was a good night though. I can't complain.
I know everyone had their way with Maggie during last evening, and she's of course no worse for the wear.
No, I look fantastic.
You do. I love your polka dots. That's very chic for a senior lady.
My dressing gown. Primark. In Ireland.
Oh,
Hi, Sarah. Sorry for delaying you, darling.
Hey, ladies. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. I always say it's really nice to be had.
Always.
Always. So welcome, Sarah. Oh, Sarah. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much. I know that you've been under the weather, and you've sort of taken a hiatus on, but that didn't stop you from showing up for the boys' camp out in the garden.
I know. Bravo.
Yeah,
You.
it's difficult sitting in one place for too long, but no, I thought try and get back into things slowly but surely.
Yeah. You know, it's so good to see you. So good. But that camp out was really adorable, and you know the boys were so proud of their tent and the sleeping bags and stuff. You could just feel their energy and excitement. You know, I wanted to have the tent next door to them and join them. That was just delightful. But Sarah, I wanted to ask you, because I'm sort of a relatively new friend of your show compared to all your other followers, but how did you guys get started doing Fascination Street?
Well, it started with Jim actually doing a podcast on his own. Initially, it was him on his own, just talking, podcast. Then Mika started getting a little bit older and started getting into the ufology scene. He'd also listened to Jimmy Church and Art Bell, just like we did. And then he started wanting to call into Jimmy Church. So we was like, okay, if you're up at, silly o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, you want to call in, fine. Well, every Friday morning, he would be up at silly o'clock. Can I phone him? So he started, and they thought that he was such a sweet little lad that they said, wouldn't it be great if father and son got together? So that's where the podcast started. They've done a couple of podcasts together and then decided to go live actually on Facebook and YouTube and start up that way. So it started up like that. So it started off originally just Jim doing a project on his own. And it's slowly, one by one, we started coming on board. Before I joined, there was actually Esoterica Street with Kelly.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's where the two names combined. And then we decided to take it on as a family show. And that's when I joined and started all the technology.
Oh, and you do a brilliant job.
Oh, fantastic.
I
I'm
gotta
still
say,
learning. I'm still learning.
oh, aren't we all? And
Yeah.
my curve is, of a lesser being here with me with this show, but yay you. Yeah, you guys, I've already posted a link to the Pearson family show in the description, and you guys go over there and see just this delightful family dynamic.
Yeah.
I've said before, I wish I had parents like that. They're creative and free thinking and loving, and I think that's the most important component. The love and support in this family is just a joy to witness. Sarah, okay, tell me if I have this wrong or not. Did you used to be a gymnast?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, you certainly have that adorable look. I'll bet those were some precious. Do you have videos or pictures of your time doing that?
I would imagine my mother has somewhere.
Yeah, moms always do.
It was from the age of 5 up until I think I was 17 or 18 when I started teaching.
Oh,
So
wow. Oh, wow. Boy, did you ever think of doing a consulting series online with your knowledge, being a support, independent, or is your interest just gone because you have Mika and your dog and Jimmy?
what do you mean by consulting? As a gymnast? Or
Yeah, of the old guard, someone with knowledge who could, or this is your grandma wanting to take care
the
of you.
whole world has changed in gymnasts now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, completely. There's different names for different flips, and I
Oh,
wouldn't be able to keep up with it now, and it's so different to what it was so many years ago.
yeah, and the new people always want to change shit and make it their own so they can have a name for themselves. They can't leave shit alone.
Of course they do. They
yeah.
want to make it their own, and I don't blame them. Anything they
Yeah.
can do to make it their own, then go for it. And I would back that the whole way. But yeah, it's not something that I would go back to now.
Okay, just hey, cool, because I love your life now. And I love what you guys are doing online. You guys, I think it's a hoot. There's a shot of you guys all dressed in Star Wars costumes.
Yeah, I love that.
This mom and dad and their kid, this brilliant kid. There's a shot of them. It's wonderful.
That was actually a professionally done shot for us.
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant. What a joy. You guys, YouTube is vast, but we're all staying home more. And I know everybody's searching for something to make their heart light. And the Pearson family they're just the tickets. They'll do you good just to watch them. And and okay,
all the friends we've made go from Fascination Street here, Sea Dogs. It's like this, all these mini groups that the chat brings together.
Yeah.
The chat brings together. You can't do this without, I'm going all goosey. Unless it's just the state of my hair.
Yeah, that rubber band might be too tight.
But we do. We all come together. And last night just proved that.
Oh, Sarah, do you know about last night's show that Maggie and I were on?
I know about it. I didn't get to hear it though.
Oh,
Yeah, if you have a little while, like 4 hours out of your life, yeah, go and click on it. I rewatched most of it today already. I still have a little bit to go because Maggie and I were on last. But what a joyous gathering! It was like Woodstock.
it was the talent that came out of it. Michelle, everybody, Lord Josh, they blew me away. They really blew me away. All of them. There's not one person that didn't.
I know. I think I'm going to put a link in the description of that show we witnessed last night. It was just wonderful.
It really was, and it just flowed. For all the panic that was in the background, it was amazing.
Oh, there was plenty of panic in the background, and dear Keats, pragmatic with his type A personality, he is just fucking precious and so brilliant. He was all, getting nervous and like clucking over it, like, and I said, dude, loosen up. It's going to be wonderful.
He's only young, and it really was amazing. You and Jimmy will enjoy it, Sarah. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, CW has a gig, Niche, Michelle Embry, Sam Shadow, Lord Josh, Sarah the Mage. What a stellar list. I know I've left somebody out. I know I have.
Michelle Embry.
Michelle Embry. Did I leave her out?
Oh.
Yeah.
Into every piece. They were so, so good. Sorry for interrupting Sarah's show.
That was amazing. Definitely something we'll check out.
Oh God, you have to. You have to. It really was top-notch talent.
Yeah, and I was blown away. And I think at the end I gave this show a plug, but Sarah, I know I was going to mention you. I can't remember if I did or not, but I don't know. I haven't seen how many people.
Yeah, it was that time of night.
It was that time of night. Okay, we got 13 people watching now.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
everyone.
Hi, everybody in the chat. I clicked over to the chat. Okay, Philip Blair wants to know what show we went on. It was the Sarah the Mage experiment, and it was the
Satire Day show.
And it was a collaboration between Keats, who is Pragmagic online, and Sarah the Mage, and it was mind blowing. I'm going to put the link in the description when we get finished here, because it was wonderful, and this is like a reflection. It's a result of all of us being locked up. And, you know what? People have had the freedom and the ease and the time to get to their roots and their hearts. And boy, did it show.
Yeah. It was absolutely stunning.
It really was. Oh, okay. So, there's Mika. I want to greet Mika in the chat. Hi, Mika. We're going to keep our language sort of clean for you, little sweetheart.
Oh, wouldn't worry. You know whose parents are, yeah? Sorry.
Okay, so any expletives that slip out, my apologies. There is an adult language warning on this show, just to remind you all. Okay, there's Jonocide. There's Stephen R. Okay, wow. Philip Blair. Charles Williamson. Okay, who did I miss? Okay, Michelle Embry is here. Out of Mind is here. K Wright Express. Boy,
Wow. All great friends.
this is like a club meeting, everyone. Okay, we're only 16 minutes into this. Sarah, darling, do you have anything you would like to chat about? Or you want to take questions from the chat? Do you want to say anything? Do you have any philosophical expressions for us? Or am I putting you on the spot?
I'm not exactly the philosophical one. That's more Jim. I'm more take it as it comes.
Bit like us.
A bit like
Yeah,
us. But
Jim is the real deep one that can, he's the fly off the bat, seat of the pants. He'll say anything right there, right then, and it can be as deep as the sea. But whereas me, I'm more thick as two short planks, to be honest.
Are you well? You're a woman.
yeah, but Sarah,
Has been said.
What?
I'm a woman. I said it has been said.
It has been said.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Go higher than that. Sorry, Jim.
Yeah, and we own it. We own it. Okay, Sarah, I know you've been in recovery, but I'm really so bad about keeping up with my friends online. But I don't know if you had a video of, or if Jimmy did. Speaking of why you were absent and just what you might be recovering from, is that uncomfortable for you? If not, if it is, we'll go on to something else, and I'll tell a stupid story.
No, it's not uncomfortable at all. No. Basically, I had a re-repair of a hernia that I had done in 2017. They'd done it first, even though I'd explained that I used elbow crutches, the sutures won't hold, but doctors know best. So they went ahead and done what they wanted to anyway. And last year the hernia popped again, but this time it actually got stuck. So they had to re-repair it. They repaired it with the mesh, and 2 weeks later I had a 6 centimeter hematoma come up overnight. So I was back in again, rushed back in. They had to open me up again, all over again, clean me out, and I was on a drain for 10 weeks. So I had a lovely handbag round with me, nurses coming into me most days, until I'm still recovering now, although it's okay, it's healed, but it's just uncomfortability now because there's so much scar tissue.
Yeah, it takes up to 2 years for the scarring to heal inside. It heals outside, but up to 2 years inside.
Well, what they'd done was they'd actually opened me completely up and left it open, so I had a 6 centimeter by 7 centimeter by 4 centimeter deep hole in my stomach.
Yeah.
So the drain actually healed me from the inside out, but scar tissue, it takes a little while to, and obviously being opened up 2 years ago and then being opened up twice in the same place, it's mucked up the stomach a bit and it gets a bit uncomfortable at times. So
yeah, I can go with you, Sarah. I was opened up 3 times. At first for a fibroid that they said there was nothing wrong. It was £6 in weight when they took it away.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I had to fight for that because they kept saying there was no wrong. I told them to take the lot away. They wouldn't. They said I was too young. But I'd already been sterilised. I wasn't, Then 11 months later, one of the tubes got infected. So I had to have that taken out. 12 months later, in fact, 2005 was the last stop. I had to go in because I got a cyst on the other ovary and it stuck to the pelvic bone. So again, they went in when they could have done it all in one go.
Well, you guys, here's global health systems, letting
Yeah.
people down and not paying attention to patients and what they're saying. Sarah, so your recent event, did that have to do with something botched the first round?
Yeah.
Well, basically, they'd sutured the a hernia is basically where a bulge in the stomach has come through the stomach lining.
Yeah.
But what all they done was they sutured the hole up. Well, when I use elbow crutches, my arms take my weight, so I always have pressure on my stomach.
Yeah, of course.
So every time I walk, there's more pressure, and eventually the sutures just burst.
Yeah, so it wasn't like a best practice thing they did on you, considering your history and your mobility and et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly.
Boy, I don't know. I know you guys have levels of care with the NHS. Is that what it is? NHS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you say, yo, you guys did me wrong. Where's my attorney? Can you do that there? Because we do that a lot here in the US.
You could
You
try.
have, you can try suing. Already
You've
been
got
through
to know
that once before, and
Yeah.
I don't think I'd bother again.
Yeah, they don't make it easy. They hate
No.
us. They hate
Oh,
every
they all
damn one
cover
of us.
their own backsides.
Yeah, they covered themselves big time.
Oh yeah, well they've got high paid lawyers and those contract people who write the small print. They spend bazillions to our disadvantage. Boy. But you know what? Fuck them. We're here talking about it. We're here celebrating. We're here on a Sunday. Um, and we're all on the green side of the grass, and it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It's lovely. Fuck them. Sorry, Mika. Jeez.
You forgot
Sorry,
me
everybody.
there, didn't you?
God. Okay.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
Like I said, I wouldn't worry. He hears a lot more from us.
Well, I know, and kids are so sophisticated these days. Lordy, look what's on the internet. I guess this is sort of nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be very boring for a young child, I must admit.
Yeah, I must admit. Yeah. So, well, thank you, Sarah, for sharing that what you've been through. And
Yeah.
you're just so lovely. You would never guess. You would never ever guess
Yeah.
what has been going on with you. It doesn't show on your face. I think you have a lot of tranquility about you, and it shows right there.
And a lot of good drugs.
Yeah.
That
Don't
helps.
watch the drugs. Yeah.
Oh, God.
A beautiful halo around her at the minute. Golden halo at the back.
Oh, come on. Allow her to be human. She probably, has her kink like the rest of us. I just don't want to know about it. But, she is married to Jimmy,
Yeah. We've all got one of them. Well, me and Sarah have anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So we're a half hour into this. Okay. I think I'm going to tell a dumb story.
Aren't you going to review something that's disappointed you this week?
What?
Well, we've had the spoon thing. We've had the hey Mika.
Hello.
Ah, you're on with the Grannies.
Hi, Mika. Come sit down next to Maggie and me.
Yeah. Oh, what a beautiful lad he is.
Yeah. So Mika,
Pleased to see you, young man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, bless you.
yeah. So at your young age, Mika, you've made quite a splash on the internet. Congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
A boy, and it's really, it's just because you are you. And, so whatever you're doing, yay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Of course, there's a future for you in this,
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, you're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing, lad. You really are.
A
Very
little cheeky
talented.
chappy that he is.
That's
Yeah, I'll
that's
let
the
that-
element of loveliness. The cheekiness is an element of loveliness.
Yeah, but just remember too, keep yourself humble. There are 31 million YouTube channels across the globe. So, and just remember, you shit and puke just like the rest of us. You just happen to be a wonderful little human being, and I'm proud to know you.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
thank
too.
you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, and you've got a great mum there.
Yes, I do indeed. I do.
Yeah.
Indeed, and your dad is a real sort of this frisky sort of dad, and creative, and out there, and what a combination! What a cool combination! I wish they were my mom and dad, Mika.
Thank you.
Oh.
We'll have to remind you of that when you're having a go at us, won't we?
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. He's coming up to the teenage years now. Lovely time.
Don't you know it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus, raging hormones, boy.
Oh God, I wanted to leave home. Never mind the kids.
Yeah, and if he gets snotty, which he will, you just know that it's the hormone surge. It's okay. He'll get past it.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss. I was told. Just
Yeah.
ignore them.
So, okay, so I'm going to tell a really dumb birthday story. I'm going to tell.
Oh, your last birthday.
Yeah, Maggie's heard this story. Don't give it away. Okay, this is just a dumb birthday story because, I'm chairman of the board here, so I can tell a dumb birthday story. Okay, this took place my last birthday, and I sent a report of this to my daughters on my birthday because I felt so fucking okay. Anyway, these times are past, but I have this love of staying in hotels. Sometimes I'll save up and do a couple of nights at a hotel just to get away. I don't take big vacations, but fuck, I love hotels. Anyway, my last birthday, last November, I'd booked a couple of nights stay in this Japanese themed hotel near me, and I'd been there before. And it was for my birthday. I was going to have sushi and hot sake. Lordy, do I love hot sake with California rolls and tempura. And then, but I don't drink and drive. So to go out for dinner, driving home. So I rented this room so that I could just have my hot sake, maybe a couple of jugs of it, and just teeter back to my room. So I checked into this hotel, and I checked in, and I'm putting shit away, because I always get there too early. I have to wait for the housekeeping to finish my room because I'm chronically early to everything. So I waited in the lobby. Anyway, I got into my room. I'm putting things away, hanging things up, unpacking my little overnight bag, getting out all the stuff I need to, make a bag into the bathroom and brushes and stuff. And I go into the bathroom and I look down on the bathroom floor, and there is this pair of black underwear next to the toilet. And I went, ew, 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 there's underwear on my, so I took my foot, and I slid out the underwear from beside the toilet, and I grabbed a bunch of toilet paper and to pick them up. And I ran outside because housekeeping was, still a couple of rooms away. So I ran down there and I said, oh, yeah. Then this was on my bathroom floor, and I dropped it in her trash, and she just kind of stared at me. So I went back to the room, and I thought, boy, I'm a member of Yelp. I am going to so Yelp this shit. There's some underwear on my bath. So, okay. cut to the next day when I make this recording to my children. I got up in the morning and, I'm going to go to dinner that night. So I'm checking if I need to iron anything for dinner. I'm getting my stuff laid out. And I went and I looked and I threw my luggage in. You guys, I threw away my own goddamn underwear.
This is so true.
Oh my!
Yeah.
It's falling out of something that you like one of your vanity cases for your bathroom.
Yeah, well, when I was packing, I got my nice little jockey for ladies black underwear because I was wearing. I like things to matchy, and it had fallen into my makeup bag when I was packing. So when I took shit to the bathroom, they fell out of my makeup bag and landed by the toilet. And
You told the woman off and all.
so I was destined to be underwearless for my dinner out. But I did a hand wash of what I was wearing. But so anyway, you guys, there's my stupid birthday story.
Yeah, that wasn't the only bit though, was it? I tried to send you a bouquet.
Oh, I know that is a whole other story. Maggie knew I was at this hotel for my birthday, and she did one of these florists online to send me flowers for my birthday. The only thing, Maggie, and I never really brought this up to you. I was at this hotel, but you had it sent to my apartment.
Yeah, that's right. Because I didn't know she was going away.
Yeah, so I left my room, my hotel room that I still wearing the same underwear I came in, by the way. I drove to my apartment twice. Thank God it was only like 6 blocks away because I like to stay in my neighborhood. So I went to my apartment twice waiting for these flowers. It turns out this florist was a scam.
Yeah.
And they took her money. And the weird thing is they must have been in India because they really took great pains to give us descriptions of the progress of the fake delivery.
Oh God, yeah. It was at a door and everything every 5 minutes. But what they didn't realise, I was in contact with Robin at the same time as they were supposed to be delivering to America, kind of thing.
Yeah, and they didn't realize I was parked at the curb right outside my apartment, giving Maggie a blow-by-blow of what wasn't happening. So there was that too. There was that component of my birthday story. And then I told Maggie, cancel the order. Yeah, this is fake, Maggie. Cancel. Yeah.
Oh, dear. But yeah, if she thought she was having a quiet, relaxing time for a birthday, she didn't. Maggie got involved.
Oh,
Sounds that way.
That was so funny. And Maggie was like up all night.
Yeah.
Trying to get this straightened out. It was still afternoon, early evening for me. I was cool. I had a glass of Chardonnay. I was kicked back on my bed with every pillow I could find. And Maggie was, slogging through this, in her pajamas.
Yeah.
and needing sleep.
It all turned out great in the end.
Oh,
It really did. That was what an epic birthday that was. I really regret throwing away a really good pair of underwear.
That creased me.
Excuse to buy some more.
What, honey?
Excuse to buy some more.
Yeah.
Exactly. And jockey. Okay, you guys, I'm getting bombarded. I don't know about you guys, but even before coronavirus hits, ends, if it ever ends, I'm getting bombarded with companies having these huge, deep discount sales. You guys don't spend money. I'm telling you, and I did get up an advertisement for ladies jockeys, 30% off. But you know what? I'm waiting because number one, I have enough underwear. And number two, I'm real aware of how we're going to be just hit up one side and down the other to spend our money after this is over, because we've all pulled in. We're all being a little more conservative.
Yeah.
We're watching and aware of how our money is spent, because boy, it's more important now than it's ever been. But you guys watch out for, you're going to be enticed and romanced and sexed up by people who want you to spend your money with them. So just be aware of that. Maybe that new shower curtain is something you really, really, really need, or that new pots and pans set. I'm speaking from my viewpoint as an old lady. They're the kind of ads I get, you all, and for vacuums. But, just be aware, you guys, and hang on to your money. Take care of you. Be better to yourself than just buying yourself things.
I think you should have told me that just before the show.
Oh,
Maggie's been buying.
Oh, Maggie, I didn't share with you that I had to resist a couple of ads for a gourmet cheese delivered to your door.
Oh,
No.
about that cheese.
I almost did that. I came so close to doing that because, we're all getting these little stimulus checks here in the US, all of us working poor, especially. And so I'm looking at these ads going, man, I could buy all the cheese if I wanted. It's this false sense of power that what makes us feel more human, makes us feel more valid. What does that do for us when we succumb to the allure of all that wonderful stuff we could be buying? I sort of get it, but man, I'm one of the worst, to give in to this shit.
I used to be. I'm not so much now.
It's a struggle, and they're very good at what they do. They're very, very good at that allure and just how to push your buttons. And
I just looked at the time, and I should be flying back from Spain at this minute.
Oh, I know. Oh, and Maggie,
they offered me a voucher, a discount voucher. I told them where to stick it, basically, in a very nice, polite, granny way.
Oh, of course.
Well, Pat's 79. I'm 57 nearly. We're both disabled. We've been Thomas fucked, and now we're cooped. I don't want a voucher. I want my money back. So I got a text Saturday saying to phone them tomorrow for the refund.
Good. Yay, you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Exactly what you should be getting is your refund back, because it's not anyone's fault this has happened.
No. And as once I said it happened with Thomas Cook, I think they felt sorry for us.
I know that
people go from one to another like we did.
Oh, geez. Yeah, boy. You know what, Maggie? You and I did not have. Okay, I'm going back to the show last night, but you and I did not have too much notice for appearing on the show. All those wonderful art contributors did it for a couple of weeks, and we were kind of like.
It was about Wednesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and we were invited because it was kind of a makeup show. Because we were invited by Davey. So we were just there. But you know what? If we had any prep, I think your I'm not going on holiday video would have been a good contribution.
Oh my God, no. You couldn't do that to people again. I can't even watch it myself. I'm like, oh.
Oh, I thought it was wonderful. And that could have been an entry in the gallery. After all, we are the Grannies, and they
I
know.
I
noticed
everything.
I noticed Brandon did leave us out of his song, though.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't listening to him.
Yeah, well, I went back and watched, and he said that he listed everyone he'd met on YouTube and stuff. And I didn't hear Robin Eaglesong or Maggie Woodward in his song. And Brandon, are you an ageist, darling? Is that your problem? You know, we're very forgiving. You know, we accept all here. So if you have that mental issue, it's perfectly fine, sweetheart. You come and join the Grannies. Even though we didn't get a mention. Okay.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it was a makeup show to do with Davy. That's why we agreed.
That's why we agreed because, and I was on his last Sunday chill, and, you know, and he apologized publicly to me, which I thought was very gentlemanly of him, you know, and I accepted his apology, and it was all good. And so, you know, of course we'll be on the show with you all. You know, the world is different. You know, it's time to mend things.
Yeah.
And don't hang on to stuff that really doesn't matter. So we were there because of that. But anyway, had we been included, we Maggie, I would have shown your "I'm not going on holiday" video. I would have.
That's going to haunt me, isn't it?
I know, sweetheart. The internet is forever.
I know you did say.
Yeah, shaking your jars of vitamin C for maracas. That was a bit of genius.
Oh, as soon as I seen it, I thought, part of the joke.
Yeah,
That's the fake makeup.
yeah, your makeup and stuff. Oh, okay, you guys, you know, we've only been on like 45 minutes, but anybody want to talk about anything? Anybody in the chat?
Sarah, have you got anything to say about when your show's coming back, darling?
Well, we're looking into who different people we can get on. So we're starting to branch out on getting people to come on and chat. And so we're starting to look into things like that. Obviously, it's still difficult at times because I don't know when, you know, with health wise, when I'm going to be up or when I'm going to be down.
Yeah, I know that.
So it's still very difficult, although, you know, a lot of the time it's just the boys that are mostly on camera. So I can turn the camera off me and if I need to.
Yeah.
But we're starting to put feelers back out, so we're hoping it's not going to be too long now.
Oh, cool. And the boys, by the boys, she means her dear husband Jimmy and her son Mika. They're into racing, are they not?
Yeah.
We're all avid motorsport fans. Mika's name is actually comprised of two motorsport people that we seriously do take an interest, or we did when they were racing themselves. One particularly, one is still racing. So yes, yeah, his name comes from two different people.
What are their names?
We got Mika Hakkinen and Lewis Hamilton. So he's actually Mika Lewis.
I never knew that story.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
how cool is that? And you guys have like memorabilia and collections and stuff and of racing. That's neat. That is so neat.
Yeah, between the racing, between all the different art we have and the Star Wars, there's not much room for much else in this house.
I think it's delightful.
I do, because it's a joint effort by all three of you, and that is magical.
Yeah, and surround yourselves with the things you love. Why the hell not?
Yeah.
You know, you made your nest, and you guys are thriving in it.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask. I can't remember if I asked you guys before on another on a chat. Did you guys see the movie Ford versus Ferrari?
I'm not sure if I've seen that or not. I'm terrible with names of films.
Okay,
Half the time I fall asleep in them, so I don't remember a lot of them.
Oh, I
it's
totally get
Jim.
that.
It's Jim that knows what I've watched and what I haven't watched. I don't remember it until it's almost to the ending of it, and I go, "Oh yeah, that happened."
Oh
That's me.
That's Darren and all. That's the fentanyl, darling. That is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been like that through so many movies. I used to piss a lot of people off, including my ex-husband. But if you had seen Ford versus Ferrari, that would stick in your head. That I went back and paid to see it twice with my neighbor in my neighborhood cinema. And what a good movie. It's a movie for grown-ups, finally. But, kids would love it too because there's a kid in it. But Ford versus Ferrari, those actors, their names escape me, but if you have Netflix or Hulu or something, I recommend that movie. Pop your popcorn and sit and watch some real racing art and heart. So there you have it. Boy, I should get paid for this shit.
You should, Robin. I agree.
Thank you. Okay, your people get back to my people and we'll talk. Yeah. Okay. Enjoy being is in the chat.
Hey, Dwayne.
There you go. It's Matt Damon and Christian Bale.
Matt Damon, Christian Bale. Oh my God. And you guys, their fist fight that they have is one of the most epic scenes ever. This is the most sissy fist fight. Okay, I'm not going to give it away. You guys watch Ford versus Ferrari. It's worth your time and you'll fall in love. And it's a view of racing I never really had. I remember my sister jumping up and sobbing out loud when Dale Earnhardt hit the wall. Do you guys remember that? Or am I too old? Anyway.
I don't recall that.
So anyway, yeah, her favorite racer ever, and she just cried when he hit this, and it was filmed when he hit the wall. But anyway, I have a new appreciation for the culture of racing after seeing this movie, and it was just very dear. Okay, I'm done. Okay, you guys, what else do we want to talk about before we get final thoughts here?
Well, I haven't a clue.
Good answer, Maggie. Good statement. Oh, that's too funny. Well,
we want to make sure everybody signs up for Fascination Street with Jimmy, Mika, and Sarah Pearson, please.
Yes.
New shows coming soon.
Yeah, and who knows what adventures Jimmy and his son Mika are going to launch next. We're all going to be surprised, I'm sure. But that camp out, okay, referring back to that camp out, that was so neat. Yeah. And I was going to make a little blanket fort here in my living room. And I said this before, but I didn't do it, even though I promised I'd make a blanket fort and send in a picture because, I'd have to get down on the floor. And you guys, I don't know how I'd get back up. So I didn't make the blanket fort. So I let you down. So I owe you, Jimmy. I owe you. I'll do something.
You can always do it on the sofa.
I'm sorry, what?
Do it on the sofa. Put yourself up on the sofa and your blankets.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. I could only think of getting down on the floor and the fact that it sent chills down my spine.
Yeah, I totally get that one.
So you guys, I'm also going to put the link to last night's show in the description. Sarah, thank you so much for coming on with us. Thank you. Thank you. And I wish you speedy progress in your recovery and healing. But be kind to yourself, and don't rush it. We'll all be patiently waiting for you. Meanwhile, Jimmy and Mika are our lifelines to you guys. There are touchstones, so you can we'll keep up with you via them. So, but thank you, sweetheart. You're just so lovely. And I wish you a good rest of your day, evening, not whatever it is for you.
It's evening, but yeah, thank you so much for having me on. It's been a blast out coming on with you both.
Oh no, it's lovely to have you, Sarah. It really, really is. You're welcome anytime.
Yeah, anytime. And we'll do a hen party again when you can really rock out.
Yeah.
Sarah. Or even before then, anytime, anytime. Maggie, my intrepid co-host, thank you for showing up with your headache and bleary eyes and running nose and your
I
hangover.
couldn't think of it. It's a good job. I was asleep till bloody 4.
I know you guys, I didn't hear from Maggie all day, and we kind of natter about, on Sunday morning when we get up, but I didn't hear from her, and I said, Maggie, are you okay? Do you want to talk? Maggie?
I get so, yeah, I'm okay. It's a good job I didn't have to do anything serious. All I had to do was put the clip in the top of my head.
Well, good job. Less work, more money, I say. So there's a philosophy to that, but I can't nail it for you right now. Okay, darlings, I'm going to end the broadcast pretty soon. Okay, it's 9:52. We've been on for 50 minutes or so. Thank you again. This is the conclusion of the Granny Show. Thank you all for showing up. Everybody in the chat.
Thank you. And thank you, Sarah. I know you're not 100%, but you look stunning, darling.
I know, she looks beautiful.
She really does. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Goodbye, you all. We'll see you next Sunday. Come and have breakfast with it. Scramble those eggs. Pour your morning wine if that's what you do. And come back and see us. Okay, bye.
Bye.